to People's Voice on VOP TV, where citizen stories shape the narrative. Today, we are dissecting two major stories. Is the Tinubu's administration truly fair to all sections of Nigeria? And what does the APC's landslide win in Rivers Council election mean for the state? Join the conversation with expert insights and citizens' perspective. I am Savior Udo. But before then, I'd like us to quickly take some news stories with details. Tinubu's removal plot driven by power-hungry politicians, Ononuga. Presidential spokesman Bayo Ononuga accuses power-hungry politicians, including Nasir El-Rufai, of plotting to remove President Bola Tinubu over political displacement and irrelevance, despite the administration's progress in 2 years. Wow. I think it's now a give and take season. Okay, the next story, Keyamo warns PDP against Jonathan Obi in 2027. Minister Festus Keyamo cautioned PDP against fielding Goodluck Jonathan or Peter Obi in 2027, citing constitutional concerns and zoning issues that may hinder their chances. Okay? So I think that one we should leave it for the court. Fubara returned to office September 18, Wike says. The Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara is set to return to office on September 18, says FCT minister, after local government elections saw low turnout, coast cleared. Okay, so when Wike actually said that coast cleared, that statement, coast cleared, since we have some people that would help us out today, because that statement means a lot. For you to say coast cleared, now it can return to office, then that actually means a lot. It means a lot and it speaks so much volume, okay? And that would be for the FCT minister to also explain to us later. All right, and still with the Rivers State saga that is going on, Fubara boycotts Rivers local government election. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara boycotts local government election, which sees APC winning 20 seats and PDP securing 3, while Wike's group celebrates victory. Okay, so does that actually say something? For a governor not to attend a local government election, we never can tell. Never say never, all right? The Rivers saga has been going on, but I'm actually in for it, and I believe you're also in for it. APC chieftain predicts Tinubu's victory in Southeast. APC's Professor Anthony Agbazwere forecasts President Bola Tinubu win in Southeast region in 2027, citing its economic stabilization policies and popular initiatives like student loan schemes. He urges potential challengers to support Tinubu and let him complete his agenda. That means the agenda is the Renew Hope agenda, right? And I believe you all understand what that means. Okay, away from that, this one is actually a counter prediction, okay? Tinubu wants to make top 2 in 2027. The former Kaduna State Governor, Nasir El-Rufai, predicts President Bola Tinubu will finish 3rd in 2027's presidential election, citing his inability to win his own state and lack of pathway to victory. To join this conversation, kindly call the number 090-447-32605, 090-447-32605. Follow us on social media at VOP TV Live. You can use the hashtag People's Voice on VOP TV. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People. Kindly hit the subscribe button, and together we can make our voices heard. It is time for us to go on the break. As soon as we return, I promise you all it's going to be worth a while. All right, welcome back to the program. Yes, it is People's Voice Okay, let's just dive straight into the topic that will be taking this wonderful afternoon, as I would mention it. But before then, I'd like to just say a wonderful happy new month to everybody. It is a new month of peace, a new month of flourishing. I pray and I also wish you the very best in this new month. And for all your endeavors, I just believe that the Lord Almighty will crown all your efforts. Okay, so let us dive into this particular one. Tinubu's administration fair to all sections of Nigeria, the federal government claimed. The federal government has denied claims that President Bola Tinubu's administration, based on so many records, okay, they actually stated that the administration has been guided by principles of fairness, justice, and equity in distributing federal projects and appointments. Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris said the administration has demonstrated a commitment to balanced development and inclusivity, citing examples, projects, and appointments across 6 geopolitical zones. According to Idris, the distribution of capital projects is equitable, with Northwest region receiving the largest share of approvals, worth 5.97 trillion. Key projects, roads and rail. Major infrastructure projects are ongoing across the country, including the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and Badagry-Sokoto Highway. Health and education, over 1,000 primary health care centers have been rehabilitated and funding has been secured for light rail projects in Kano and Kaduna states. Appointment has also been given. Idris emphasized that federal government has appointed based on competency, inclusivity, with capable Nigerians from every part of the country being appointed. The government maintains that President Tinubu's leadership is inclusive, his vision is unifying, and his commitment to equity and justice is unwavering. Okay, we are now being joined by our senior political analyst in the station, Mr. Dele Fanimo. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. You're welcome to the program.
It's good to be with you. This is the debut.
Thank you so much,
hope
sir.
I'll be safe with your barrage of questions.
I can't actually promise, sir. Okay, and also virtually, we are also being joined by Comrade Eze Oko Splendor, 2023 Labour Party governorship candidate for Ebonyi State. Hello, Comrade, are you there?
Yeah, good evening, viewers. Good to be here.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
It's so good to have you, Comrade. It's so good to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, Comrade, quickly, I would like to just say this. I want to just know how you feel, because 2023 was just, I would call it few months ago, because 2023 was just around the corner, and we already moved into 2025. And now nobody's even mentioning 2026. Everyone is just saying 2027, 2027, 2027. How do you feel in all of this mix as regards the presidential race? You know, being a former gubernatorial candidate of the Labour Party in 2023, and now the old narrative, the old stories have been moved from 2023. No one is talking about 2023, everyone is just being focused on 2027. What would you just say, you know, as regards all of this drama that is surrounding all political parties in Nigeria?
Thank you so much. My name is Comrade Eze Oko Splendor, 2023 governorship candidate of Labour Party in Ebonyi State. Honestly, I really don't buy into such idea of leaving governance and be talking about the election. In 2023, we all witnessed a general election in Nigeria where presidential election was conducted, governorship election was conducted, senatorial, down to the state level. So we are just stepping away from that election, although it was contested to the level of Supreme Court. We all saw it. But for me, I think we are supposed to focus more on governance this time around. We are supposed to make sure that the dividends, democratic dividends that the people expect from this administration is given to them. As for me, talking about 2027, while we are still in 2025, is just a destruction. It's just a complete destruction. That for now, what Nigerians are expecting is to see the people in power, the government, the party in power, delivering on its mandate. This issue of leaving 2025, 26, then jumping over to 2027 to be talking about the elections and all that, for me, I think is not the good direction for this country.
Okay.
But once you are elected and you are sworn in, you should focus on delivering democratic dividends to the people. When INEC leaves ban for campaign, now there is no time for election. INEC has not even lifted any ban election. So why are we talking about 2027? Why we are in 2025?
Okay.
This is not desperation. This is not desperation. And for me, I don't buy into that.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to get your take on that, and I would also like to hear your take, sir, Mr. Dele Fanimo. What do you think about this whole saga of 2027? No one is even talking about 2026 as if it exists. Everyone is just focused on 2027.
You see, it's a two-way thing. One, you blame the opposition for eating the polity, and then you also would also subscribe to the fact that there's a limit to what government can do to the extent that while these people are playing their politics, I think federal government should insulate itself to some extent by allowing key players, the ministers, the senior special assistants, special advisor, and all these political appointees to concentrate more on the job. And because either they like it or not, it is what they do that will sell them in 2027, not how much of political maneuvering,
banters and all of that,
attacks on social media and all that would avail anybody in 2027. Because Nigerians are wiser now. They know those who are standing for them and those who are only pretending to stand for them. And you know one funny thing about life is, it is easier to wake somebody who is sleeping than to wake somebody who pretends to sleep. And so for me, it's a major distraction in the life of a political office holder that has a 4-year tenure. The first 6 months of the 4 years is meant for him to study the administration, the predecessors' achievements and areas of lack, and then bring in new ideas. That's why you see them holding meetings upon meetings in the first 6 months. Then the next 2 years, you do implementation.
Yeah.
And then the last lap, which is just about a year and some few months, you now begin the politicking. But unfortunately, in the life of this administration, as soon as this administration was sworn in, opposition kicked. And everybody was jostling for presidency as if it's going to happen tomorrow. And of course, you won't blame the political players in power. They can't just allow them to have the field. They have to also contest the field. So because if you leave it for them for over a long period of time, lies will be assumed to be true. Misinformation will be assumed to be correct information. And conjectured sentiments will be taken as facts. And so they have to also respond. It takes two to tango. But then, we Nigerians, who are supposed to decide if what they are doing is right or wrong, unfortunately, we are only waiting for the dole out during the election.
We are waiting for the dole out. Well, I'm not part of them. Okay, Comrade Splendor, are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, so quickly, let me come to you. What are the key indicators of fairness in governance? Okay, and how does Tinubu's administration measure up? I'd like to hear from you. What's your take on that?
Well, thank you so much. You know that Nigeria is a country that believes in federal character. So we have done our elections, a presidential election in 2023, and then His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared winner, though it was contested to the Supreme Court level, and the Supreme Court affirmed the fact that that he's the president and he was sworn in. So we in the opposition were expecting that the federal character will be observed, where appointments will be done considering the geopolitical zones, you know. But from what we are seeing in this administration, it does appear that Mr. President is just focusing on his brothers from Yoruba, you know, in his appointments. Take, for instance, when you look at the CBN governor is from Yoruba, the finance minister is from Yoruba, FIR chairman is from Yoruba, economic minister is from Yoruba, minister of trade and industry Yoruba, the inspector general of police Yoruba. I can go on and on and on. The list is unending. So this has not really proven the fact that this government is observing federal character in appointing people that work with the government. So we are saying that it is not actually a good way to go in this country. This country is heterogeneous. So federal character ought to be observed so that the other zones will not feel abandoned, will not feel neglected. And that is why you see that every time we are coming to electionary period, it would look as if the polity is overheated, because those geopolitical zones that have felt abandoned and neglected will always be, you know, fighting to see if they can produce the president of the country.
Okay.
And let me also say it here very clearly that anybody who is elected as the president of Nigeria is a president of Nigeria, not a president of the geopolitical zone he or she is coming from.
Okay.
So let us observe the federal character. Thank you.
Okay, so talking about, Mr. Fanimo, talking about this particular argument that is going on now, how do you respond to critics who argue that the distribution of projects and appointments is skewed in favor of certain regions or group? Because some people would still say that the president or this particular administration is not giving projects out to some people, or they are actually doing it within a certain caucus. What do you have to say about all of that?
Let's start from the point of what you read out from the Minister of Information. The minister said that Northwest has about 5.7 trillion allotted to them in terms of projects.
Yes, which I was surprised.
Good. No, the minister himself is not from the Northwest. He's from North Central. And the president is from Southwest. What does that tell you? There are 7 states in the Northwest. So there's no way they would not enjoy more in terms of project allocation. And so other states are 6 states.
Yeah.
And Southeast is 5.
5.
You can't equate 5 with 7 in terms of project distribution and land mass and population. These are indices that you use in distributing projects. Secondly, we're talking about appointments. You see, I don't want to go into that because it's a volatile thing. And why it is difficult for me to go into that is the fact that I am not supposed to be here to hold brief for government. I don't work with government. I work in the private sector. So it's difficult for me to answer to that for government. But one thing I would say is that, you see, emotions cannot be taken away from all of this. During the last election, APCRs had almost 0 showing in some parts of this country. In fact, it was looking as if APC does not even exist in this part of the country. Now, from where are you going to choose major player in that part of? Are you going to pick from opposition to come and be your minister? No. No party man will allow that. That is why you don't fight your enemy with your two eyes closed. You never can tell where his punches will be coming from. You recall that Buhari said the same thing. Now, how would I abandon somebody who gave me 97% and then say I want to remove somebody who gave me 5%? So these are emotions. These are things. For the ones that are statutory, the president has no choice other than to pick from each of the geopolitical zones. That, look at the service chiefs. He picked from the northwest, he picked from the southwest, he picked from the north central, he picked from other geopolitical zones. So, but there are some critical, for instance, Army has a very strong power to hold this country. There is no way, except somebody who knows that he understands the military, like somebody like Obasanjo.
Who has been there.
Is the one that understands the barracks and knows that he can pick from anywhere. That he has his own way of profiling those who will be his chief of army staff. But a civilian like Jonathan decided to pick Ejirika.
Someone that he can actually trust. Yes, because it's about trust.
It's about trust. And so you wouldn't expect a Tinubu who has never been in the military, who has not done anything in the military, to go and pick somebody that he doesn't know and is from a place where opposition resonates.
Knowing fully well with the track records of coup in the nation.
Yes. So already, you see, the whole thing is we have gotten to a level that we have reduced everything to ethnic cleavages and religious sentiments.
Yes, sir.
And if we continue like this, there will be hues and cries. And you see, if I had my way, I would have said that we should try as much as possible to play down this ethnic religious sentiment. Because the people that are dealing with us, they don't have ethnicity or religious bias when they want to steal our patrimony. I usually make one example. When I was the MD of Leadership Newspaper in Abuja, I went to see the former governor of Ebonyi State, Umai, when he was governor, in his private residence in Abuja. I was at the security post. The security man was talking to me, and I made a call to him. He said, I'm close to the house. I'm coming. Lo and behold, when I looked back, I saw 5 governors
with him.
Wow. They were in joggers, trainers, and they were doing workouts. Lo and behold, 2 from one party, another 2 from one party, another 1 from one party. And these are people that you think that they will be stoning themselves on the street. Because we, their followers, we are very good at attacking ourselves, abusing our parents, our forefathers and all that. Yet, these 5 people from 3 different political parties, they went walking out.
That's to let you know that whatever they are doing
is just... they live in the same vicinity.
It is just
they never slapped themselves.
Giving us.
At that point, the one that is Muslim does not see himself as Muslim. The one that is Christian does not see himself as Christian.
They all see themselves as
the
colleagues
one that
and friends.
Is Yoruba does not see himself as Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa. What they know is that they are all governors and they have one thing in common. What is in need for us in this big behemoth called Nigeria?
All right, please, let's take this call. Hello?
At that point, the one that is Muslim does not see himself as Muslim. The one that is Christian does not see himself as Christian.
Hello? Okay, I think there was a drop call there.
Hello,
are you there? Okay,
yes,
okay.
I'm with you.
All right, what's your name and where are you calling from, please?
I'm Inaya, calling you from Lagos.
Okay, Inaya, please go ahead.
Now, your co-analyst and your analyst in the studio, I totally disagree with him on certain issue he has made today.
Please give your
First
submission.
of all, he said that Tinubu, people that vote from regions of Nigeria did not vote Tinubu, and that's why they are not entitled to have representation in
How
the
did he
seat.
say that?
No. That's he made that assertion. But I want to ask him: the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the president of Nigeria, not of a region. Whether some people voted or did not vote for him, they should be represented as a father of all. Yes, I am from the southeast. I did not vote for him, but as a father, the prodigal son was also accepted in his house, and that will show maturity of the president. So I would like to plead with the government for representation.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. But quickly, I have to just yes, sir. Let me just mention this for clarity. He didn't say what you just mentioned. Okay, he is not siding the government. He only stated the fact that this has always been the play for every administration. You understand, where he gave the example of the 95, Buhari of 95% and 5%. So please, I'd like you to just follow the program properly. But sir, I want to quickly add, before you give your submission, before we go straight to Comrade, who's still online. Sir, you know, talking about emotions, I know very well, in case some people don't know, you are a psychologist. Now, when everything is mixed with emotions, you know, when people are coming and they are grieved about how you're treating their zones or how you're treating their region. So what should be a balance that the government should adopt? Because there has to be a balance if we are really running democracy.
You see, for me, I am not, those who know me very well, they know that I don't tolerate people riding roughshod on others. I am an apostle of equity, fairness. And justice. And to the level of my understanding, if there is any issue brought before me, I will look at it beyond sentiment, and I usually struggle very well within myself to think from my brain and not from my heart. You see, I'm only telling them what these politicians, what they have in mind. I am not saying this is right. When you talk about, you see, in warfare, the best approach to warfare is to remove yourself from yourself and place yourself in the camp of the enemy. So that you now know the capacity of your enemy, the capability of your enemy to strike. But when you stay on your side and beginning to think like yourself, and you might just go to that war with AK-47 and then the person you are fighting is coming with Scud missile, is coming with JPMG. Then you'll be stranded. So that's my own idea of all this. Before I can engage you, maybe because of my training as a psychologist, I will look at the SWOT analysis, look at your strengths, your weakness, the opportunities you have against me, and then the threats that will not allow me to get to the point that I'll be able to defeat you. And it has worked for me over the years. So what I'm saying is that between reality and what we want it to be, utopian, let's address reality so that we'll know where we are going. I tell you, no matter what I say here, it won't change the mind of these politicians.
We never can tell.
It won't. Because it's been part of them since the First Republic and up until now. That's why anybody that is not ready to key into their narrative can hardly survive amongst them. That's why you see them still recycling themselves. Because somebody who has a different ideology that is not part of their own way of thinking can never survive. Tell me, in the last 29 years, except for the few ones that crashed into it, using maybe their father's name, their pedigree.
Yeah.
Who else? That's why we still have 75, 80-year-old, 82-year-old contesting as president, because there is no replacement. Is it these Gen Zs that they don't even want to have anything to do with government? Are they going to be the one to take over for these people? So we'll still be recycling them. All the gladiators that are angling for presidency next 2 years, show me one particular person that is a new horse.
No, we have been recycling. If
that is it.
If there is something anyone should talk about in Nigeria, it is about recycling.
You see.
All right, sir. Quickly, I'd like to go straight to Comrade Splendor. Comrade, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, yes. So, Comrade, I'm going to ask you a question, but I would want you to hold on, because I would also want the people to also give reactions to this particular conversation we're having. But the question is this: can you provide specific examples of projects or initiatives that demonstrate the administration's commitment to inclusivity and balanced development? Okay, because they actually talked about different things they've done, which I actually spelled out a few to be mentioned. But I want you to actually look into it deeply and let us know if there are some things that they've really done that we don't know of, or they are yet to do. You would let us know that. But for now, I would like us to get the reactions of people. So please just watch.
Okay.
Okay, so since that is still buffering, please, Comrade, you can go on. We'll come back to that.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. There is no right-thinking politician that will just come up and say that the party in power or the government in power is not doing anything. That is not correct. In terms of road construction, we have heard from them that the trillions they are using to construct the Calabar Coastal Highway. But for me, I am thinking that before the government doubles into construction of such a highway, that the government should also look into internal roads. You know, the other day I was watching in Channels Television, I saw a young man in Awushi in Delta State, where he recorded himself on one road that is, flooded. So he was actually begging for federal government attention to come and fix that road. The other one was where trailers were stopped in the same Delta, I think Delta State, yes. So where they were also calling for federal government to come to their aid. So I am saying that this administration should not just focus on Calabar Coastal Highway and a lot of trillions that is being sucked there, that they should look into internal roads in this country, because so many of them are dilapidated. So many of them are death traps. So they have to also look into it, fix it. When the people have good roads, they have electricity. I can assure you that productivity will improve. You know, because even if farmers in the rural areas, if after harvesting their crops and they are unable to deliver like some perishable commodities, if they are unable to deliver it to the market and get it sold on time, you will see that the commodity will be perishing even before them. So what I'm saying is that the government, yes, the Calabar Coastal Highway they are doing, for me, is good, but it is not as important as handling the internal roads. So our internal roads are very bad. They are calling for government attention. So a little to the left, a little to the right, makes the people to enjoy the long-awaited democratic movements.
Okay,
so that you step up in what they have to do in internal rules.
Okay, thank you so much, Comrade. Yes, you say a little to the right, a little to the left would make the people enjoy. So if it's about the people, let's also hear what the people have to say about this particular conversation we're having.
People are hungry. That infrastructure is not what we need now. I mean, look, in all our streets, all the local streets, there's no government water. Individuals try as much as possible to provide water for themselves. Even like a road, of course, I apply local roads. I don't enjoy the roads. This weekend, I spent like almost 15,000 on my this Marua because of the road that we're applying. If they should even do all those, I can see international road or all those international. Let's just start from the local area and let's all enjoy all those things. We are not enjoying it. Even formally, there's Ministry of Water Resources, but now there's nothing like that. And I believe they see allocate money for them every year. We provide water for ourselves. I wish I even expect that government should provide for us. We are applying roads and we are paying road worthiness, paying this thing, paying that thing, but we don't enjoy the roads. You know that. Let's start from the local area. That's where I know. That's where I operate to, because that's where I know better. I don't enjoy it. And I say that I don't even enjoy anything from them. Except what we are enjoying is what we are trying to save effort in the community. And the government, I don't know. I don't encourage. I don't like what they are doing. They are not doing the right thing.
Thank you.
Even they should even like this economy issue. This petrol is more paramount.
What a very serious one there. It's really, really sad when you hear a man like that talk about using 15,000 naira to get just fuel, and for how long, you know. And it's quite difficult, and sincerely, it's really hard for some people out there. I just feel the administration can actually look into all of these things. The government should look into every areas, basically, and not just focus on a particular sector. Roads are better, infrastructures are good, but people are also hungry, sincerely. Now, looking ahead, and what are the key priorities for the administration to maintain or improve its commitments to fairness and inclusivity in governance? Mr. Dele, what do you think, sir?
You see, the basic and primary duty of government is to take care of the welfare and security of citizens. And in this, security has been a major issue in the last 15, 16 years when Boko Haram came up. It's metamorphosed into another sector of bandits, and then kidnapping had been made a very lucrative business in the last decade or so. But if what we are getting, the feelers we are getting is right, then I will only urge government to continue, because we need to take care of these bandits and terrorists for us to have even development and growth in Nigeria. Because where you have this insecurity, you are scaring away investors, even those within the country that are also scared. Now you can't travel certain routes, anything from 5:30, 6 in the evening. You can't even venture out between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. when the vehicles on the roads are scanty. And there are some places that even the security operatives will tell you no-go area, except for military patrol. So if we are able to take care of that, yes, we can now begin to plan. 2, welfare. Yes, things are extremely difficult, no doubt. Even the people that are rich, they are complaining. Because those who are not supposed to knock on your door, you as you are seated here, I'm sure that today alone, you would have gotten at least 1 or 2 requests for assistance. Not minding, it is not the new normal in Nigeria. Yeah, it is not that If these people are comfortable, they will want to.
Sincerely.
An average southerner will not beg if he has minimal comfort.
Yes.
People don't beg for want in the south here.
Beg
We
for what
beg
they
for
need.
needs.
Yes.
And needs to the extent that you have to remove shame to be able to beg for that need. Somebody who is dying and needs 200,000 naira, he knows that one person may not be able to give him 200,000 naira. We have to call 6-10 people. And if he gets responses from just 5 at maybe 20, 25, 30, 50, he would be able to go for that operation. But unfortunately, a lot of people are dying per minute because help will not come. Because for every salary you spend, you earn, you are under pressure to spend times 5 of that salary.
Some salaries are actually
In fact,
dead on arrival before the salary comes in.
The payment is made, you have already exhausted it, you are borrowing more. So to that extent, government has a responsibility to try as much as possible to find a way around this, to make sure that food is cheap and readily available.
Okay, sir, I would just like you to hold your thoughts. Let's just go on a quick break. I believe Comrade Splendor is also still online. Let's just go for a quick break. As soon as we come back, we'll dive into the All Progressive Congress landslide, talking about their win in Rivers Council on Saturday. All right, welcome back to the program. It is People's Voice on VOP TV. Yes, quickly, I'd like us to just dive into the All Progressive Congress win in the Rivers State. APC sweeps Rivers Council polls, wins 20 of 23 local governments. The All Progressive Congress, the APC, has emerged victorious in Rivers State's local government election, winning 20 out of 23 local government areas. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, which has historically dominated the state, secured only 3 local governments: Port Harcourt, Obiapo, and Ogba Egbami Ndoni. Okay, and the APC's victory marks a significant shift in the state's political landscape, with Governor Siminalayi Fubara losing his Opobo Nkoro local government to APC. The Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RSIEC, Chairman Dr. Michael Ode, announced the results, commending the peaceful conduct of polls. Okay, so with what I gathered on Saturday about this particular election, of course, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Chairman has actually talked about the peaceful conduct of election, but I heard the turnout was not as much. I heard it was really scanty. But, sir, Mr. Dele Fanimo, before I go straight to Comrade Splendor, please, what can you say about the drama? Because for me, I call it drama. What can you say about the drama in Rivers State politics?
Now, let me tell you this. I'm fond of saying it the way it is.
Which I would love.
Rivers State has fallen to APC. And for Wike to announce when Fubara will return, there was a deal. And Fubara...
And he used the statement, he said, coast cleared.
So, one of the mandates he was given is to deliver Rivers to APC.
To APC.
And delivered, he did. And so, it's a matter of resuming. Fubara is resuming as APC governor in Rivers State. I said all this when this fight broke out. But like the prophet that would never be respected in his homestead, everybody said, no, no. I said,
and now it is coming to pass.
APC had been delivered. Just like Osun will be delivered to APC in the next election. Adeleke is going to be the governor of APC for his second term.
But Osun will be delivered to APC.
Yes.
Wow, Mr. Fanimu, please hold your thoughts. Let's go straight to Comrade Splendor. Comrade, are you there?
I'm here. Live.
Okay, so Comrade, thank you so much for standing by with me. All right, what implication does this election result have for the political dynamics in Rivers State, particularly in relation to Governor Similare Fubara's administration?
Well, honestly speaking, what we saw played out in Rivers State local government election is disheartening. It's a situation that has a lot of questionable attitudes, you know. I have never seen a situation where a sitting governor or a suspended governor boycotted an election. Are you aware that he never participated in the local government election? Does that not speak volume to the fact that all is not well?
Yes, I was told he didn't attend, including his loyalists. They didn't participate in the polls. They were not seen anywhere.
Yeah, they all boycotted the election.
Yeah.
And if you had observed very critically, you will understand that Rivers people did not turn out for that election as expected. There was a low turnout.
Okay.
To tell you that the will of the people is being manipulated, and that is not a good thing for our nascent democracy. We should look at things in office, because nobody remains in office forever. Nobody. His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot be president for life. It is tenured. And when we leave the office, let us also behave in such a manner that posterity will judge us well.
Okay.
You see, I've been following this Rivers State crisis from when it started. And it does appear that the presidency is more to the minister of FCT than to the governor. You see, I look at it as being intimidation. The governor is being intimidated to join APC. If you must allow us to take Rivers State. When we take Rivers State, then Mr. President can be re-elected. Let me also tell us, it's not all about those who are in power. It's about the downtrodden, the masses, who are there for the government to protect. You know, like we all know that this power actually belongs to the people. But once we don't allow the people to decide who the leaders are, I'm telling you, it will slide into autocracy. It will slide into dictatorship.
Okay.
And that is not good.
Okay, comrade.
Are you with me?
Comrade, can you hear me? All right, quickly, I wanted to just mention something. You talked about the governor of Rivers State being bullied, or you would say that they are either controlling him, or whichever ways you actually call it. But that being said, for you now, you know you were actually a gubernatorial candidate, right? So in a situation like this about godfatherism and a blessed son, do you think it is wrong? I believe they would have mentioned all of this to him before now. So do you think it is wrong? I just wanted to quickly say this in just a few seconds, please.
Yes. I was actually coming to the aspect of godfatherism. You see, in politics, when the will of the people is not respected, and it is the will of one man or two men somewhere that is being honored, that is a very terrible situation. You see, anybody who is a godfather and he has anointed his godson, he is anointing his godson to just be a stooge, a puppet in his hand. He wouldn't allow the godson to be independent, to even think something out of the box for the people.
Okay.
All he wants is that will make him to continue to be in power.
All
Let me
right.
tell you,
Comrade, we are so pressed for time now, and I'm sincerely sorry that we won't be able to take much afterwards, okay? But of course, I assure you that you would come back to the show, okay, to still give us more of your submissions about situations like this. But thank you so much for joining us. That was Comrade Splendor, the gubernatorial candidate for Ebonyi State under the Party of Labour Party. And thank you so much, Mr. Fanimo, for coming on board.
It's always my pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, this is how we would leave the show today. And till I come your way again next time, don't give up because it is not over. Tough time doesn't last, but tough people do last. Whatsoever you're facing will soon be over, and you will definitely smile again. Have a good evening rest. Thank you.